MrBeast dislike drama. This is some of the craziest things I've ever seen on the internet over the last few days, as MrBeast finally uploaded a new video, his first since the Kris Tyson controversy exploded in his face. Oh, that's probably kind of some bad phrasing for the situation, isn't it? I'll fix that in edit, guys. But it got really, really bad with the DMs that leaked between Kris Tyson and a bunch of little kids with some stuff in Discords. We've covered all this at length on the channel. You guys can look it up. Crazy stuff that threatened to sink the channel. On top of that, we had a couple different situations where MrBeast was called a fraud by his former employees from allegations that MrBeast was rigging a lot of his contests that a lot of people were talking about before. And now he's finally come out with a video, and it looks like MrBeast has just completely fallen off the pedestal of everything. His dislike count is getting crazy. And this is exactly what's going on right now. My name is John Delarose. Everybody, please hit the like and subscribe button. And please, I am a content creator and I make my own comic books. I would love for you to get in on my Kickstarter graphic novel called The Hidden Emperor. It's a science fiction graphic novel. If you like Star Wars, if you like Marvel Comics, this kind of thing would be great for you. Please go check this out. It's in the description below, and support our channel and our artistic efforts. Thank you so much for, of course, being such great patrons so far. We're killing it, and we appreciate you for being there. So this is the most latest post I've kind of seen on the situation with MrBeast. 3 weeks ago, he had a video, and it had 8 million likes to 350K dislikes. That's a pretty healthy ratio. People generally like his content. Yeah, you get a few people hitting dislike. That just is what it is on the channel and things like that. We get things periodically here, you know, where you get a few dislikes and usually 80-90% likes on the case. Somebody's always upset, especially when we're covering the news with whatever take you take. It's just like you can't win with some people. It's pretty funny. But for the most part, people come in and they like videos and they enjoy it. And so MrBeast, of course, had a huge following. He's the biggest channel in the world, and a lot of kids follow his channel. It's something that gets talked about in the pop culture zeitgeist, kind of everything he does. It is really the biggest content out there. We know that he also has a Prime Video deal now where they're paying him tremendous amounts of money to make content. And this is a bad sign for that deal right here. So if you go on a couple-week-old video and you've got this kind of a ratio of likes to dislikes, which is, less than 5% dislikes. And today we have a situation where he's got 3.7 million likes to 2 million dislikes. That's crazy. That's a lot. This guy did bad math. How is that over half of his viewers giving it a bad rating? It's not over half. It's like 30% ish. Very weird. But still, MrBeast is clearly falling off hard at that point as everybody's kind of hitting and disliking the content just because they're very outraged at what's going on and his lackluster response on things. Let's be honest. MrBeast, when he came out with his crazy response out there saying, he's got a private investigator looking into things. I mean, it was just really, really a not good response given. It was very obvious he knew a lot more about the Kris Tyson situation than he was letting on. Now, it doesn't matter. He's got almost 100 million views on this already, so he is still producing enough content and getting enough watch hours that I'm sure YouTube's very happy with him. It's making him a lot of money here. But that's a bad sign, and that is a sign that, perhaps, as this starts to wear on, that people will tune out to subsequent videos because a lot of people like to come in on these first ones after a controversy like this and actually voice their opinions and say stuff, and then they like to dip out afterwards because, they don't want to watch this kind of thing anymore when it comes to this kind of situation. Now, the allegations out there and what's been seen, and actually he got community noted on Twitter regarding this, it really looks like MrBeast knew about the situation with Kris Tyson the entire time. It looks like he covered it up. It looks like he was kind of complicit in all of this, which is bad news for the content creator, of course, because, gosh, it's getting uglier and uglier and uglier out there. But there's a lot of talk about this stuff, and MrBeast went out there and said, "Oh no, it was just a fake situation with this." And he actually got the app owner involved because these are estimates in a way with the dislikes on there. YouTube removed the dislike feature so that you can't see how many dislikes there are. An obnoxious thing that they did to protect, some of the lame Twitch streamers out there who were complaining about getting dislikes, basically. But he went out there and he made a claim on this and that he only had 37,000 dislikes, and it was very obviously fake. And so there was some talk about this, and it went on. And you could see right here, 3 million likes to 37,000 dislikes right here was posted. Now, somebody said, by now 87K users with the extension. So these people who have the dislike extension, those people who have that extension already hit that with 87,000 users disliking the video. So the extension owner came out and contradicted this directly and said, hey, this is exactly what happened just with the users who use our extension. And so there's obviously a lot more dislikes out there than people who use this extension on their website, which means that MrBeast, what he said when he showed that 37K, was absolutely lying to people. Now, that's crazy. Why would he lie to people at this juncture, like when, their entire situation is a cover-up? It's lying about Kris Tyson. It's lying about the situation. It's trying to cover it up. They've threatened former employees. They've given NDAs out to people and threatened them with NDAs and legal action. Really ugly stuff in order to try to cover up what's going on rather than just admit culpability and try to move on with the situation. So when you do stuff like this and you're dishonest with your viewership and you're dishonest about just likes, something stupid like that, it really just like calls into question, is this guy actually have any integrity? Is he lying? What else is he lying about, right? A very good portion of these users were created a long time ago. If we want to believe these dislikes are bottled, someone would have to come up with a plan over a year ago, create tens of thousands of fake accounts, keep realistic-looking activity on these accounts for a year, pretend to be real people, and today they would attack MrBeast. Regarding the figure in the screenshot, I do not see it possible for the video to be performing better than the channel average despite the controversy. It could be that YouTube is not updating the dislike counts in the YouTube studio for some reason. And an inaccuracy is definitely possible due to how controversial this video is. After all, the extension serves 20 million people on a budget of $500. It will never be as accurate as Google. I can imagine the estimate being wrong by 2 to 3x in the dislike count. But simply because how different an average member of MrBeast's audience is from an average dislike extension user, but the numbers from the screenshot are simply impossible. So if it's showing 2 million, it's possible that the dislike ratio is really just 1 million is what this comes down to. So even though MrBeast is out there saying that this dislike situation is fake, he's clearly lying about it. Now, what's weird to me is like Keemstar, who's been covering a lot of this situation, is running some interference on this level as well. He's showing this deal here where it's only showing 4,000 dislikes on the video. He says, we deleted a tweet showing 500K dislikes on MrBeast's upload. This info came from a third-party app that allows you to see the dislikes. Fellow creators reached out saying a third-party app is not to be trusted. We got into contact with MrBeast for the real numbers. So he has a 99% like ratio. Highly doubt this. And then the next thing's coming up, which shows even more doubt on this, is that MrBeast is actually actively deleting comments when it talks about the Kris Tyson situation. So if people are going out there, they're getting their comments removed from the video because he doesn't want them to be shown about that. I'm sure that the dislike ratio is even worse than you think it is. It shouldn't be better. It shouldn't be that close to 100%. He's not getting this kind of a carte blanche from his audience to just lie to them. He's not getting carte blanche from his audience about the Kris Tyson situation. There's no possible way. From what I've seen of online discourse, people are very disappointed by MrBeast. They're disappointed in the channel overall. They think what's going on is disgusting. And you can see, like I said, comments are being deleted, which lends to the fact that there are probably a lot more dislikes than people think going on. Now, like I said, the most recent we've seen is that there's 2 million dislikes on the video. That could be overstated by about 1 million just based on what the app developer says on this front. But gosh, this is really, really ugly for MrBeast, and everything about this situation just keeps getting worse for the channel. So it might be over for the media giant. It might be the very end of things, just starting to crumble and collapse. Nothing really lasts forever in this industry. But this, with Kris Tyson, really he needs to condemn this stuff way more strongly than he has. He needs to come out there and say it's never good to be sharing kind of information like that with minors. No matter how you slice it, no matter how far it went, it's always inappropriate. And then, geez, I mean, just plead for mercy at that point because he knew about this. We've seen too much evidence that he did, and it's been a giant cover-up, and now it's coming back to bite him. Yikes. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. I mean, it's crazy. Lying about dislikes? Yikes. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out my new graphic novel, The Hidden Emperor, on Kickstarter. Thank you guys for being there. We'll be back soon.